Guys, you have some big Pepe news and price action to talk about in the cryptocurrency market today. So I'm going to talk about the Pepe price, what it's doing, where it can go, and we're also going to talk about the long-term catalyst that you need to watch out for in the crypto market. If you're holding Pepe or you could be holding XRP, Ethereum, doesn't really matter, guys. We'll talk about the big catalyst that could set off price rises in the crypto market because recently it has been a little bit stationary. I'm going to talk about that plus a lot more. So if you guys enjoy it, like the video, and guys, let's get straight into it. So you can see right here, Pepe consolidating at a very important level, which is the 4011. In the last couple of weeks, guys, we've had a very nice little price surge right here. We got up to nearly 4013. Previously, though, back at the start of July, we were really rocketing. We're heading towards 4015 right here. We did get hit with volatility here, and you guys know long-term with Pepe, you really zoom out on this price graph. It's pretty exciting because we have got to some pretty big price levels before. So we've been up to 4028, which is the all-time high for Pepe. But you can actually see, if you actually zoom in on a weekly candle window right here, guys, nice little trend line forming, which is what we want to see. So we want to see this kind of organic growth, and it doesn't really matter, if it retraces a bit or surges a bit, on the week or the day. As long as this trend remains our friend, that's going to be great for the cryptocurrency market today. So Pepe looking solid over the long term. In the immediate term, guys, we're trading at about $4.6 billion in market cap, trading volume about $540 million. And the crypto market has been a little bit sleepy. So Bitcoin not doing a crazy amount, Ethereum not doing a crazy amount right here in terms of price gains. And you have seen, Ethereum in particular has been a great performer in the last, few weeks, I would say right here. So you can see a rapid surge up in the Ethereum price. This has been fantastic for Pepe because Pepe is an Ethereum token. But you can see we have cooled off as we kind of approach the 4,900 level. It has cooled off to some degree. We're trading at about $4,400 in terms of Ethereum price. But, that's looking okay because you have to also factor in for Pepe, this is a long-term crypto, Bitcoin is a long-term crypto, Ethereum is a long-term crypto. And we do have some pretty exciting things that are coming up that we'll talk about later on in the video. But in terms of immediate signals for Pepe, guys, have a look at this. This is important for us. And I think it's the most important factor for any meme coin, to be completely honest with you. 500 new Pepe holders. Pepe is on a 160-day steady uptrend since the bottom with a closing triangle that is getting close to breaking out. So that is a good analysis coming out of Plasma over on X. And guys, look at this number, 477,000 holders is getting close to 500,000, and that's a massive milestone. And I do think, look, when you go into crypto, especially if it's not a utility crypto, guys, it's all going to come down to the community. You want this. This is the important number. So 500 real people joining the army, and the other thing they have to do is drop the memes, drop the tweets, get the exposure out there, because that's what meme coins, that's what they're all about. You have to meme, you have to drop some tweets. That's what the crypto market is about. And that's also what gives Bitcoin value. So people don't really understand it, but Bitcoin, literally, it's built off social media as well. So people speculating on the price, and it started off on like internet forums and stuff. Then it just grew on social media, and now you got institutions buying up. You got BlackRock buying it up, right? So that's how the game works in crypto. And as long as we continue to stack holders in Pepe, I think that's going to be great for us. Into some pretty exciting analysis coming out of this guy, who's always into some very exciting cryptos, Gordon, altcoin Gordon over on X. And he says right here, the breakout on Pepe will be studied. When retail FOMO kicks in, the move will be violent. Book market. So violent right here. And could we potentially see a huge breakout to the upside? So we'd love to see that as this, wedge starts to form. And, just watch out for the next legs up in the crypto market. But that would be great if we get a huge breakout to the upside. But as long as we maintain this trend that you can see right here, the bottom trend, I think that's also going to be fantastic for Pepe. We got this analysis coming out from Chandler over on X. We can only go one way, Pepe. So he's getting extra bullish right here. He's got a cool chart right here. So guys, we're going to get another big breakout. So at the moment, we're sitting at 4011. We break out, if this green arrow is accurate, we're going to be looking at 4035 Pepe. So that would be an all-time high for this cryptocurrency, which would be fantastic. So let's say right here, some nice analysis coming out from some key figures over on X. And before we talk about the big things that could increase the value of Pepe and also your crypto portfolio, reminder to you guys, If you are trading the crypto market, you want to get some nice bonuses, go check out our friends, my favorite crypto exchange right now, BYDI. You can get some really nice deposit bonuses, no KYC, sign up with an email and unlock those. And basically, they also have more trading bonuses the more trading you do on BYDI. So if you like trading, longing, shorting the crypto market, it doesn't really matter what crypto you do it on. You can do it on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, doesn't matter. Unlock those trading bonuses right there. You can get your hands on some free crypto. So shout out to BYDI right here, partner of the channel. Link in the description of this video. And guys, let's talk about the important catalysts that could potentially send the price of Pepe up. So what do we need to watch out for right now, and also the broader crypto market? Guys, check it out. So have a look at this article. Alt season's next step depends on China's stimulus, investor response to recession fears. So central bank in China and global investors' response to recession fears will determine if altcoin season continues. So that's coming out of Marcel. And to some degree, I think that could be true. So look, the Chinese economy is still important. I think this is a global factor. And of course, look, the wealthier the global economy is, the more money that's going to come into crypto. That's the way I see it personally. And if we do get a big stimulus package happening in China, more monetary printing, more quantitative easing, I think that's going to be great. So that could definitely be one factor to watch out for if we do get a big stimulus over in China. But I also think, look, in the US, we'll talk about that factor soon. There's going to be some more factors at play, but that's one factor to have on the radar for your crypto portfolio to grow. That's a macro factor. Have a look at this factor. So everyone's favorite golden Bitcoin whale, guys, Michael Saylor, Signal Strategy will buy the Bitcoin dip. So he's going to be gobbling up more and more and more crypto, which is fantastic. So he is now what, $74 billion worth of Bitcoin, which is just crazy. But this is one thing we have to watch out for. And we also have to watch out for Ethereum treasury companies. And these can also, as a bit of a risk factor though, I would say these things are double-edged swords. So you can see the crypto prices, shooting up based on some of these companies buying. But if they ever had to sell crypto, guys, that might be a life-changing opportunity, because there could be a dip if these companies ever had to sell. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But you can see right here, Michael Saylor, all he's ever done, guys, is just buy more and more Bitcoin, which is a good thing. And if the Bitcoin price goes higher than the all-time high, that's going to be great for Pepe as well. So we're going to see our bags increase with that. And guys, let's also check out some other big news, which is this. So this is probably the biggest one, I would say. It's one we've been waiting for a while. It's the Fed rate cuts. So the Fed rate cuts September, which is only a couple of weeks away, guys. So today is the 18th of August. Odds are still at 92%. Massive liquidity is coming. That's coming from Ash Crypto. So if we get a Fed rate cut in September, that's going to be great. So that's another signal, catalyst to have for Pepe and also your broader crypto bags right there. So that's going to be good. And that's probably the biggest one to watch out for. So if they do start to really pump it out in the USA, it's going to be exciting. And I think, look, the secret in the USA, they always say they're trying to beat inflation, attack inflation. You can't beat inflation without, also targeting government expenditure. It's something they never will do. So I think there's always going to be, at least for now. So I think there's going to be still a lot of inflation. But the question is, where do you put your money when there is inflation? I think crypto is going to do good. I think the S&P 500 will do good. I think gold will do good. But again, not financial advice, but that's typically what happens when you have inflation from government. So governments are really the main causes of inflation. And just watch out for that if they do that. So more stimulus, more money printing right there. And we also have here, Eric Trump says buy the dip. So the Trumps are getting bullish on crypto. And I have to say, look, Donald Trump has done a lot of net positive for crypto. So even though some areas of his presidency have been a little bit contentious, I'd say the crypto has been excellent. So the Trumps, we got Giga Bulls running this, running the USA right now, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So Eric Trump saying buy the dip right now, guys, and I think next month might be the big month. And I do think typically in crypto, again, you look at long-term Bitcoin in particular, you zoom out right here, you take a weekly look at these candles. What tends to happen is the months towards the end of the year tend to be super exciting. So if you look at September, October, November, this is where you get some peaks. You can see it happen, right here. If you zoom in, you can see it also happen right here. So if you're around in the 2017 run, you guys know November and December, they were the most exciting months. And that could potentially happen once again. And even if you go back to 2023, look, bullish month. So, end of the year is always bullish in crypto. And then, you know, typically January, February, there could be a bit of a sell-off. That's historically what's happened. But I do think just keep that on the radar if you're looking to trade in, you know, the medium term as well. But watch out for the next few months in crypto. I think it will be big. And again, not financial advice, but I am staying bullish on crypto. And I do think, look, if we get a lot of catalysts coming in, it's going to be great for Pepe. And it'd be great to see Pepe, you know, hit $50 billion in the next giga cycle in the crypto market. And that's a huge update for today, guys. So I'm going to be staying long-term bullish on Pepe and crypto. If you guys are as well, like the video. Guys, really appreciate you watching this one. I'm going to be checking out plenty of fresh projects as well. So if you like your high reward, high risk cryptos, you know, watch out for them as they come up on the radar. As always, look, not financial advice. Crypto is super risky, but you got to be in it to win it. And guys, that's a huge update. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Crypto Zeus signing out.